What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know that I had a good weekend, and guess what? I ain't go no damn where. And I couldn't go anywhere anyway because the rain was just doing too much on Saturday. When I say it rained, it fucking rained. And it just rained all day long. You couldn't do nothing. If you made plans, I would have canceled them. Yeah, I know it was New York Pride weekend and people was expecting me to go, but I mean, I really wanted to go, but I wasn't going up there in no rain. It's not that serious to get to New York in all the rain, but yeah, it was a lot of rain going on. And, you know, before last night, the BET Awards, on Friday, there was a big decision in the Supreme Court of the United States of America where the judges voted 5-4 in favor of gay marriage to be, you know, equality for all, and that it is legal in all 50 states in the United States of America. And a lot of people were excited about it. A lot of people were celebrating outside of the White House. Even the White House was celebrating. They had the gay pride colors up. President Obama left he put out a statement, and then like an hour or so later, he spoke in front of the White House and said what he had to say about it. And then he went off to South Carolina for the funeral. But, you know, a lot of tweets that I've seen a lot of positive tweets, more than the negative tweets. The negative tweets that I've seen were more like, oh, now we can celebrate the gay pride, but we can't celebrate being black and legal in America. And I'm just like, can we just go one step at a time? And it was just this big debate on my Facebook page. It had to be about maybe 30 to 40 messages of us interacting on there. I just feel like we are getting there. We're when it comes towards the police, a lot of people are speaking up, a lot of people are saying things, and you know, we are working towards that. And also the Department of Justice is exposing these police departments that's, you know, doing so much wrong. And let's just do one step at a time. Let's not take away from one thing. That's what I felt it was doing. But for me, you know, I'm very happy that now anybody can get married to who they want to get married to. As I've said for a long time, who I want to love or who I want to marry, why does that affect you so much? So I'm just so happy that finally here in the United States, gays can marry, and, you know, it can't be considered illegal to get married. Now, when it comes to the churches, it's up to the church if they want to decide to wed you. They're not being forced to have weddings in their churches. So you can get married, I guess you can get married in a church if you have their permission to, or you can get married somewhere else where you are permitted to do that. And, you know, I'm just happy that it's legal in America. How do you feel about it?
I'm happy, you know, that it's legal too, you know. You should be able, you know, to marry whoever it is that you want to marry. I think going back to the comments about those who were saying something about, you know, black people being legalized and all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, you're happy that, you know, I agree that you need to take one thing at a time, but black suffering has been going on for over 400 years. You know, this gay rights thing has not been going on half as long as African Americans being injustice in this country. I mean, I can understand why many African Americans are upset, because we're still treated second class in this country. We are still being told that even with video proof, we are still having our killers not being put in jail. You know, it's and I can't speak for everybody, but I think a lot of African Americans feel that way. Like, you know, okay, y'all legalize gay marriage, but what about us? We have been suffering in this country for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. We have our first African American president, and like I said before, just because we have our first black president does not mean that racism is going to end. But you would think because we have our first black president that somehow, somewhere, in someone's mind, that it would somehow died down, but it hasn't. It seems like it's actually getting worse, because every time I turn around, President Obama is on television speaking about another African American in this country being killed, and mainly being killed by someone in an authority figure, a white authority figure. You know, you don't hear too many stories about a black cop killing somebody black. Not saying that it doesn't happen, because it definitely happens, but the stories about the white cops killing black men particularly is becoming a part of this new normal world. It's just become, not even you know what, I'll take that back. That's not even a new normal thing. They've been doing that for years. They've been doing it for years. It's just that now we have video cameras and we have all this technology that you can see it being done, and you still not, you know, they've been killing us for years. It's sad that, you know, it's sad that you legalize gay marriage, which I'm happy for, but you still seem to overlook all the stuff that's going on in the African American community. You know, do you honestly think that Freddie Gray was the last story like that we're going to hear during Obama's presidency? No, he has, what, 2 more years. I'm sure we're probably going to have about 2 or 3 more Freddie Grays, or Trayvon Martins, or Michael Browns, or Eric Gardners. It's become the new norm. It really has, and it's sad that is even a debate between gay marriage, because you would think that, you know, okay, now we're celebrating gay marriage, let's try to get something else done. African Americans and their legal rights and all that shouldn't even be an issue, but it is. And so hopefully something gets done about it. Yeah, because it could be anybody out there, you know, it could be one of our viewers, it could be one of us, you know. We're not exempt, we're black, you know. And I just read the other day that they came back that, yeah, well, we already knew this, but you know, they're still talking about Freddie Gray's death, and that, you know, it was deliberate. High impact injury that caused his death. And the fact that so many people were trying to blame his death on him. Like, really? This man is in handcuffs in the back of a van.
He couldn't even move when
they
was
were
outside of it.
Yeah. You know, it's sad. So shout out to gays. You know, shout out to gays around the country, particularly around in this country, you know. Because, you know, now you have your right. And it was nice to see it was nice to see the outpouring of support around the country. You know, the White House, like you said, they had the White House illuminated in the rainbow colors. You know, it was just really nice to see. American Airlines, I think it was, they had, you know, their things where they were supporting the gay rights. It was really nice to see. Of course, you're going to always have, with anything positive, you're always going to have negative critics. You're just always going to have that. So shout out to the Supreme Court. But this is also very important, because I posted this the other day on Friday. Let's be very clear about something. Just because the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage in this country does not mean that is the end of the fight. You know why? Because next year is a presidential election year. I had to explain this to someone on my Instagram page because they didn't understand, and I'm glad they actually understood after I explained it to them. Next year is a presidential election year. And so, God forbid, if a Republican is put into office next year, if a Republican man or woman wins the race in November, that means that, let's just say, if, I can't think of off the top of my head how many conservative and how many liberal judges is on the Supreme Court. I can't think of that. I'm sorry.
I think it's 4 and 4. I think it's 4 and 4 and an independent, or it's 4 and 3 and 2 independents.
Okay, good. Let's just say for the sake of it, 2 or 3 liberal judges wanted to retire during this Republican term in office, 4 years or 8 years in office. That means that this Republican president has the right to appoint a conservative judge to the bench. What does that mean? That means that if this Republican president wanted to bring this issue of gay marriage again and wanted to have the Supreme Court look at this, and if the Supreme Court wanted to turn around and try to overrule it, this could be something that could happen. So let's not act as if, okay, you know, somehow we have, because there's a lot of people in this country that just don't want this to be. And they are going to do everything that they can to see it not happen. And they don't want to see it last for very long. We want to make sure that we have people in this, it's sad. We want to make sure that we have people in this country. I don't care if you're a Republican. If you're a Republican, that's fine. But I want Republicans that are up with the times, not Republicans that are thinking 40, 50 years ago. I want somebody to be up with something. Like, for instance, I really do like Meghan McCain, John McCain's daughter, because she's like one of those Republicans, like, the Republicans are doing something that she don't like, she can tell it like it is. You know, that's just how she, and I love her spirit and I love her views. But you have to make sure that you have people in there that are going to be open-minded to this new world. Because if not, you're going to have somebody that get into office and they're going to make sure they change every damn thing. Oh, President Obama has had so many successes and so many victories in his 6 years in office that you rarely hear the other side give him credit for. It took President Bush 8 years to try to find Osama bin Laden, and he failed. Obama was in office for, what?
2 years?
2 years, 2 or 3 years, and they caught him just like that. Gay marriage has now been legalized. The Obamacare, affordable health care for everybody. It's like they keep trying, and they won't acknowledge it at all. Everything that he does is bad. Everything that he does is bad. Please, let's make sure, I say all of this to say, make sure you go out there and vote. Register to vote.
And stop thinking that you can't vote.
And stop thinking that you can't vote or that your vote does not matter. Because that is a lie, okay? Your vote does matter. If I thought that my vote didn't matter, I probably would have been that one vote that didn't get Obama in office.
And the Republicans depend on you not to vote. They know it. They know you're not going to vote. They
want you not to vote. Why? Because they want you to think that, don't play up to them. Because the Republicans, deep down inside, they're having a field day. Why? Because they know that Obama is not running in 2016. He can't run anymore. So they know that majority of the people that voted for him are young people. They know that. So they're like, damn, good. We ain't got nobody like Obama running no more. So this will be our chance to get us back in the office, to get, you know. Don't let them fool you, okay? They want you not to vote. They want you not to vote. Make sure you get out there and vote. If you are 18 or older and you are not registered to vote, please make sure you do so, okay? I don't know what the hell you're waiting for, but make sure you do so. Yeah. Because every vote counts.
Amen. Yeah.
And I'm done.
And yeah, Essie Cup, she was on CNN during after the announcement of the Supreme Court, and she was just going off, just saying how the Republicans should get on board and not try to fight this. We are
but they're
all
going
in
to.
America. Yeah.
And if we get a Republican president, they're going to make sure they fight. That's going to be one of the things that's going to be a top issue. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until the debate season starts. Particularly for Republicans. Because I can't wait, because you know this is going to be a top issue that's going to be brought up in the debates. And the first Republican debate is happening on August 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I know a lot of people out there, they say, well, I don't watch it because I'm a Democrat, so I watch the Democrat. No. Make sure you watch the Republican debates, too, because you need to know who's for what and what they saying out there, okay? You need to know. I watch all of them. Watch the Democrat and the Republicans. Please make sure you watch it on August 6th. You need to know what it is that each candidate plans on doing with this whole gay marriage situation, okay? Please make sure you guys tune in. Yeah. Every time there's a debate, whether it's Republican, Democrat, make sure you guys tune in because it's important to know what's going on in your country, okay?
I was watching Meet the Press yesterday, and I mean, they had Lindsey Graham on there and they had Bobby Jindal, and of course, they were all against it, right. Or we not having
Secretly,
this.
I think that Lindsey Graham is gay.
I've seen you put that before. He's not married, he has no children.
He's not married, he has no kids. It's a little flick. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to misinterpret my thoughts. Just because you're not married and you don't have any kids does not mean that you're gay. And that's not what I'm saying, because I can see somebody saying, well, that doesn't mean that you're gay. No, it doesn't. But it's something about her that twinkles the eye a little bit. He'll give you a little...
They say if he's 40 and doesn't have children and he isn't married or he isn't dating anyone.
At least, you know, married, yeah. At least married. I can see you over 40, no kids, but you're married. But he don't have, and he's never been married or had any children. And I don't think anybody's ever spoke about him ever having a girlfriend or anything like that. And I think he's just playing up to the Republican Party. He's just not coming out because he knows that they're not for that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many Republicans out there are gay? Look at Bruce.
Oh, they'll never say it.
Look at Caitlyn Jenner. Look at Caitlyn Jenner. She was Republican, you know.
Still is.
It still is. They had the audacity to bash or say something about, well, she don't agree with President Obama's views. Really? Last time I checked, that was the president that was fighting for your right to get married. Or did I miss something? Oh, you're not gay.
Stop it.
Let's call, what did y'all say? Let's call a thing. Because last time I checked, those Republicans, they weren't too thrilled on your bandwagon. But Obama, he was fighting for your rights, Caitlin.
So
let's see which Republican to bring you to their convention. Have you be the have you be a spokesperson?
no.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of President Obama, he gave the eulogy for Reverend Pinckney's funeral on Saturday. It was inside a TD Arena in South Carolina, and when I didn't watch his whole speech, but I caught a good 20 minutes of it. And
you watched the majority of it because it was about 40 minutes long.
What I got from it, Obama is just fed up about what's going on in this country, and he's close to really speaking his mind. I think in the last year or so, he's just going to start saying stuff that really has affected him during his term as two-term president. He spoke about the gun control, gun laws. He talked about the racism that's going on. He gave glory to God. I mean, Obama was just going off, and he was sounding like a preacher. I mean, maybe he could he could be a preacher after he's finished his presidency, or go to these churches and just start speaking it, because Obama he had them in there going off at the things that he was saying, and then he closed it with Amazing Grace, and with the church singing with him, and the organist just, keeping up. Like, it was a proud moment that I loved, and I love that everybody was talking about it on Twitter. Oh my God, I don't want to get choked up. And I loved how they was calling him Reverend Obama at the ceremony and things like that. It was really, really good. And if you missed it, I'm sure you can go on C-SPAN's YouTube page and you can watch it. I recommend that you go ahead and watch it, because that's where I watched it from. CNN on.
You can type it that, because I missed it, and I just was laying in my bed and I typed it in on YouTube and it came right up. So you don't have to go to C-SPAN, you go to YouTube. It's all on YouTube. The White House page on YouTube, because they have their own YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So please watch that. And, last night, to close off the last weekend of June, was the 15th annual BET Awards. And I watched the red carpet. I love Terrence J. It was like Terrence J. never left BET. He did a great job. Lala, to me, she was just there. I mean, we couldn't get nobody else to do interviews, so we didn't bring back Roxy, so we're going to have you do it. And she was it just felt like teleprompter to me. But Terrence J. was having a good time interacting with the fans, just talking and getting the people together. Like, oh no, you're not getting on TV. You wasn't ready when I was ready. Like, he was just on the ball. I don't care about the fashions and all of that stuff. That that doesn't fancy me. I seen Little Mama perform Sausage. It is what it is. I've seen a couple other performances, but I feel like the red carpet can be so much better than what it is today. And I think that more of the A-list stars need to start walking that red carpet. Like, I really wanted Janet to walk the red carpet. I knew damn well she wasn't going to do it, but I would have loved to see her walk the red carpet. I can't even remember the last time I seen her on anybody's red carpet.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to Janet on this video.
Yes, we'll get there. We will get there. But the red carpet needs to be a whole lot better than what it is. I'll just leave it like that. So, as I told you yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, but speaking of Terrence J. Terrence J is he was always good. But then remember, they picked him up at E, and he started making them E-checks.
Yes.
He replaced Ryan Seacrest. So
he's on E! News every day.
He knows what he's doing, okay? He replaced Ryan.
Yes.
They had to get somebody to replace Ryan. They got him. That's a big shoes to fill.
A big step up.
Yeah. Terrence J is the man. He really is.
And
I like the fact that he's doing movies.
Books.
Yeah, Terrence J, shout out to you. He's doing a damn thing. That is somebody to model yourself after. Study some of these stupid rappers out here. I can't tell you what the fuck's going on in the world.
So the show opened up with the Black Empowerment Movement by Kendrick Lamar, and I guess the name of the song is called "We Gonna Be Alright." At first, I was just mad, like, okay, I didn't even know that was him performing. Okay, I did not know. I had to really look at his face and see, oh, that's Kendrick Lamar. And he had his whole movement going on with the police, and he was just, you really had to pay attention to what he was talking about, because at first I wasn't, I kept him, we gonna be alright, but he was really up there talking in that sense. And I liked the performance. I just didn't wish that he was opening up the show. I wish it could have been more of like a surprise, like somebody who we haven't seen in a minute. I wish that would have been the opening, but it wasn't. But it was still great for what it was. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Then you had the opening with Tracy and Anthony. I wasn't feeling that too much. What did you think of that? I mean, I talked a lot about it in the previous thing, but
I like Tracy and Anthony. I mean, so they were goofy. They're goofy. I don't watch the show Blackish. I've seen
good.
it, but I think it was good to have them on there because they're on a very popular show, and to have these two popular African Americans with their popular show on television, it was good to have the two of them host the BET Awards. But I enjoyed them. I really, because you did do a review yesterday. I really enjoyed this year's BET Awards. I really did. There was a lot of things that I just like, I didn't even care too much about who was winning. I was just so anxious to see the next performance. I didn't care who was winning. I was just like, I just want the next performance. I agree. Kendrick Lamar, I don't think he should have opened the show. I think he should have performed, but just not opened the show. I just want to fast forward. I think that I'm so happy because I said before that I thought that Bad Boy, their reunion, should have opened the show if they did a reunion, because at the time we didn't know that they was doing it. I'm so happy that they didn't. I'm so happy they didn't, because I was watching as the camera was panning back, when Kendrick Lamar was performing, and there weren't a lot of people in there. Like, a lot of people were still coming into the building. I'm glad they waited when they did to do the Bad Boys performance, because it was so great. Okay? I loved that reunion. From the time Diddy came out on that little glass, as soon as I saw him, I said, oh my God, the video! Oh God. Mace came out. 112 came out. Faith came out.
Kim came out.
Little fucking Kim's with an S. When I tell you, no fucks was given on your part. You said, bitch, I am going to let the world know. Rather, I'm going to remind the world, just in case y'all forgot over these past 5 years. I'm going to remind y'all who it was that your fave got it from. Okay? When she came out crotch down, as if she had just stepped off that photo shoot from all those years ago. I said, bitch,
I didn't even peep that.
How you make an entrance.
I didn't even peep that. I ain't peep that. I knew she was crouched. I ain't even peep that.
You didn't beat the fact that was from that photo?
I thought she was just saying damn bitch because she was coming up.
That was like, no, you like, bitch, you did it. You copied me. But I'm going to show you. All these years later that I still got... Little Kim, I bow down to you. Because you came out on that stage as if you had never left. Like you had not gone anywhere. That is what you call a reunion. Faith came out and did her thing. It was amazing. I love the fact, I'm going to be honest with you. Pharrell should have not been up there. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't understand why he was up there. And then when he started doing his performance with them, I'm like, wait, what? You taking away from it.
Yeah.
But he still did his thing. A lot of people didn't notice, but Diddy's youngest son was up on stage dancing with Chris Brown, the one who looks just like him. He was up there dancing with Chris Brown. But I love the fact towards the end of the tribute, when Chris Brown ran the audience and he was just going off, like he was just having a good time. But you know what that reunion made me realize? It made me stop and realize that first of all, that Diddy really was the mastermind behind all of that. And at the time, I didn't really think about it that way. You know what I mean? I just didn't think about it that way. But then you like, damn, like, these bad boy artists, like, oh my God. But not only that, it also made me realize that right there was when radio was playing good music. I posted something on Instagram and I just said, all these classic songs and all these classic artists on that stage, At the time when we were growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s, those songs were being played on the radio because they were new or a few years old. At the time, we didn't even realize that they were classic because at that time, that's when radio played good music. So you didn't even realize that this type of music would not be around 20 years from now, because you think like, no, this is the type of music that's going to be around. And then 20 years later, you hear the garbage that's on the radio now, and I'm like, this is one of the reasons why I said before, I don't listen to the radio when I'm in my car, because they don't play any good music. That era that was on that stage last night, that era, you made sure you had your radio on in the car when you got in that car. Why? Because of music like that. Mace, Lil' Kim, Faith, Diddy, 112. Like, what the, how could you not go wrong with
Oh,
that
I
on the
wanted
radio?
112 to do one more song.
Yeah, I did too, but the fact that they were even up
Yeah.
there, it was just like, wow, like this is so, and the audience was loving
That's right.
it. They
They
were
ate that shit
loving it. They were loving it. That's how you do a reunion. Shout out to Diddy because he bounced back after falling in that hole.
Yes.
Okay? He did. And they shouldn't have had that hole open like that until
Because they was waiting for Kim.
They was waiting for Kim. But thank God he didn't fall on her. Yeah, because he fell pretty hard. He did. He fell really hard. But he bounced back like nothing happened.
Okay.
Hey, he
That's
bounced back like nothing happened. But shout out to them for that Bad Boy reunion. That's what you call a reunion 20 years later. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
I was 9 years old.
I miss, you know, when I was growing, because you know I was a little older, but when I was growing up, like, something I didn't know that, you know, something that probably might take away from Diddy is that he sampled a lot of stuff from the 80s and the 70s and stuff. But we didn't know that.
We didn't know it. And then even now that we know it, it's like, but he made it work.
Good, yeah.
He made it work. And it's like, you know, we get on Diddy because we've gotten on Diddy, not just us, but a lot of people. We get on Diddy for saying that he's a, you know, he's a shyster, and he does this to you. You don't last long with him, but you think like those people, they lasted for a good while. You know, they may not be doing that much now, but that was classic music. To be quite honest with you, those new people that Diddy came out with a few years ago, I'm kind of glad they didn't last because it's like, you know, Diddy already did his thing. His thing was in the 90s. His thing was in the 90s, and it worked well for him. And no wonder why Diddy is still relevant today, because Diddy was the mastermind for a lot of great songs and a lot of great artists out there. Like, he really was. And shout out to him, because he really did look nice yesterday with those glasses on when he gave Smokey Robinson that award, because he looked really young. I was like, wow, I never looked at him like that, but he looked pretty good.
He looked like Bobby Brown to me for some reason. Like when he was standing there behind him, I was like, that's Bobby Brown.
You know, he looked really good. Everybody was having a good time. So shout out to Diddy. I want to move along. Who do I want to move? Smokey Robinson. I loved his tribute. I really did. Smokey Robinson, for a lot of people who don't know, Smokey Robinson was behind a lot of great songs. He wrote a lot of hits. Smokey Robinson is a legend beyond legend beyond legend beyond legend. Now, two things. I loved his acceptance speech because he really was getting them young kids together. Okay? There were people that came before y'all, and there's people who's going to come after y'all. After y'all. Humble yourselves, okay? Because y'all were not the first to do this. Humble yourselves. And I really got what he was saying. On the flip side, Smokey, you were very long-winded, okay?
He's old.
Very long-winded.
He's old.
Yeah. He's 75. He looked damn good, too. Long-winded, okay? At one point, Diddy walked off.
Because Diddy was tired of standing there with a heavy ass.
Yeah, okay? He was very long-winded. But Smokey, I think you sound amazing. You did a good job. You know, shout out to Tori Kelly and Neo and Robin Thicke. They all did a good job when he came out on stage. I want to say this. I think I want to backtrack a little bit. Kelly Rowland looked amazing. But shout out to fucking Charlie Wilson, okay? Because when he came out on that stage, he did his thing for those few seconds that he was up there. And Charlie Wilson can still sing. Like, he still got that voice.
He was just here in concert, too.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson, you can tell he's one old guy that loves what he does. He loves what he does. Now, back to the regular programming. Meek Mill's, Nicki Minaj, and Chris Brown, I did not like that performance. First of all, Nicki and Meek were just all in la-la, lovey-dovey land. We're good together. And Chris Brown's just dancing, doing his thing. And they just walk in and like, you know. And then Chris Brown's over here doing his thing like a third wheel. I'm like, oh, no. This performance could have stayed at home.
And Nicki was just I mean, she just was playing Nicki.
Yeah, she was playing
nothing.
Nicki. But shout out to playing Nicki because I love her look. I just really love her look. Nicki Minaj is beautiful, and I'm so happy she don't walk around looking like a clown anymore. I'm really happy she doesn't. You know what I mean? I'm really happy she does it because Nicki Minaj, and I used to say that early on, and people used on this show used to get me together. How can you talk about her? But I'm like, I saw that beauty in Nicki Minaj under all that wigs and all that bullshit. I saw it, and she's such a beautiful girl. I'm so happy.
You know who missed all of that makeup and stuff? Take a wild guess.
Who misses it from Nicki Minaj? I don't even know who likes her. I mean, I never had her. Oh yeah, your mom. I remember that. Yeah, your mom. Because remember we had an argument that day.
Without all of that
Yeah.
stuff. I left it alone because I wasn't going there. I'm glad because when you have talent, your talent has to be before your costume. Like, let's not just talk about, oh, did you see what she wore? No,
Right.
bitch.
Let's
Did you
talk
see how
about
she
her
performed?
Yes, let's talk about that. I don't give a damn what she wore. But I will tell you who I do give a damn what they wore. K. Michelle. When she did that first song and she came out in that, whatever she came out in, that outfit did not go with that song at all. It was just like, I'm here to show off my body.
Listen, that butt don't go with that body at all.
So K. Michelle.
So I hope she could get something done. Can't you get it reversed?
Why? When that's how she wanted it though.
It just, because I mean, I know she wanted to get a butt lift and stuff, but it just doesn't look natural.
It doesn't, but I mean, she likes it and whoever's hitting it likes it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get to the point. Because I ain't talk about it because I said I'm going to save it for this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to save it.
Okay?
Let's just...
K. Michelle, no.
I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go.
Let me go, because you know I'm going to keep it real. K. Michelle.
Oh, no, bitch.
No, I'm just saying. I'm going to, tell it like it is.
Did your arm hit my hand?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell it like it is. Listen, Tamar Braxton. Now, you know that we know you can sing. But I truly believe that you let those eyelashes get the best of your vocals. Because that was horrible. You came out there looking shocked and surprised. It was horrible. Your outfit didn't go with the performance. It just was, it looked like you was going to an office meeting / you just rummaged through Cookie Lyon's closet. It was horrible. It really was horrible. And the whole time I'm like, Tamar, what are you doing? You can sing. What are you doing? I don't know if her nerves gets the best of her when she's on stage, but that's not the Tamar that I know. Or that I knew. Because I don't know. That's not the Tamar that I knew, okay? The Tamar that I knew can sing.
And she would just sing in
and
the
she
car
would just
and
sing.
just sing.
And it was like, what are you doing, Tamar? And I think she was just, she has to work. I need to call Frank Gatson because Tamar has to work on her stage presence. Her stage presence is all over the place. It's just not in sync at all. Now, according to, Tamar and K. Michelle, this was their coming out, we've made up bar mitzvah. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I didn't buy it last night and I'm not buying it today. The body language, Kevin, they didn't interact with each other. They just, and I'm going to go this way and I'm going to do my thing. And I'm singing over here, you're going to sing over there. Yeah, we say we made up, but we didn't really make up, but we're going to tell you all that. Thank God for Patti LaBelle. Because Patti LaBelle saved that train wreck. She really did. Once Patti came out, it was all about Patti, and you forgot that Tamar and K. Michelle was even on that stage. You really did.
And Patti came out yelling, bitch.
Yeah. Because that's what
she came out, when you heard that voice, I went off because I didn't even know she was coming out. So when I recorded that on Instagram, bitch, that was my initial reaction. Because I didn't know that was going to happen.
Let me tell you something. Patti LaBelle is 71 years old.
Yes, make way.
She's letting you know, I'm a legend. I've been doing this for over 50 years. I don't have time to beef with nobody, okay? Nobody. And out of all those years, you ain't never heard Patti LaBelle beefing with nobody. Now, somebody may not have liked her, but she ain't beefing with nobody.
Oh, she beefed. You know she.
But it wasn't like that.
But we ain't know about it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. And to be quite honest with you, who's to say if she ever? It may have been that beef where, well, bitch, you got a problem with me. I don't even pay you no mind.
I know she had a big beef with Diana Ross.
Well, who didn't have a big beef with Diana Ross? Aretha Franklin had a beef with her too, because Diana Ross was Diana Ross at the time.
I think they all. But
let me tell you something. They all
threw
shade at each other at that time, but none of them let that shade interfere with their work ethics. Because to be quite honest with you,
say that again.
None of them let that shade interfere with their work ethics. Okay? Diana was Diana and she did what she did. Patti was Patti and she did what she did. Aretha was Aretha and she did what she did. None of them let that shade interfere with them. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because if you didn't hear nobody talk about it, you would have never even known that it was shade. Because none of them let the what? Bitch, okay, and you go over there and do you, Aretha. I'm gonna go over here and do me, Diana. You go over there and do you. Shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross, because I heard you call Barry Gordy Uncle B-Bay. Because you know that's her oldest sister's father.
She said that probably within the first 30 minutes of the show.
Oh, hey. Yeah, she said Barry Gordy. Wait, you're not Barry Gordy, you're Uncle B-Bay.
Well, wait.
She let me know. Okay. That's fair.
Listen, I think Tamar had hits and misses during that performance.
I just didn't see a hit.
I seen, no, because when she did them high notes, like, okay, I was happy for that. But I really did not. That eyelashes reminded me of...
Snuffleupagus.
No, bitch, you tried it. What's that guy named? The Pizza Burger. Whatever his name is. How he had the long
Chuck E.
thing,
Cheese?
and then he had them eyelashes hanging down.
Oh no, Chuck E. Cheese. Remember Chuck E. Cheese had those eyelashes.
Bitch.
When you go to Chuck E. Cheese and the rat had the mechanical one, and he had those eyelashes that went up.
That was scary to me, bitch. I ain't like
that was scary to me last night.
I know I love Chuck
Are you
E.
kidding me? I didn't understand what was going on.
I think she had her hits and misses. The stage presence though.
She has to work on
it.
It
Has to work on it. I will say this.
Has to work on
She didn't sound like Tony last night. She sounded like Tamar. She sounded like Tamar. It was hit and miss. To me. Hit and miss.
I think
K. Michelle did a great job, but the outfit was a distraction. And then you could see those hits. Yeah. Like, oh my God. But other than that, they were alright. Again, when it came to them performing together,
it was awkward.
You could tell it wasn't rehearsed.
Right. And it was awkward.
Because you see K. Michelle going for a hand or Tamar going for a hand.
Yeah, nobody's grabbing no hand.
You see Tamar trying to put her arm around K. Michelle. K. Michelle walks to the right of the stage.
Right.
It was just off. Again, thank God Patti LaBelle saved the day.
Right.
And they let Patti sing.
Right.
And then it was some controversy. You know, let me tell you something. When it comes to somebody like K. Michelle, you don't throw shade physically or subliminally, because she will get you. She will get you. She's not one of those artists that will just let it roll off her back. No. She's going to say something. And I think after 3 or 4 years of getting to know her, you artists should really know how she is. So maybe you're doing it to get your name in other people's mouths, or you just fucking stupid. So, I mean, I love Coco. But Coco,
from SWV.
Yes, even though you didn't say anything, you retweeting
all the shade
is endorsing what they're saying.
And that's what I had to explain to 2 followers on Instagram. I said, no, she didn't say a word, but she was retweeting it. And don't act like her retweeting it is not in agreement to what's being said. Like, hello? And if she didn't agree, why is she retweeting it? Why? But I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, because there was plenty of times when, after we found out on Friday, hey, if Tamar can make up with K. Michelle, she should make up with you guys. No. Now, I never voiced my opinion on it, and I'm not.
And you know why I'm not? And you know I am. Want me to voice my opinion on that? You know why? Yes, Kevin and I did mention to K. Michelle when we interviewed her that her and Tamar should work together. And lo and behold, it happened. But K. Michelle, Tamar making up with K. Michelle, she should make up with us? No. You know why? Because she didn't make up with K. Michelle. That was all fake and phony. And anybody who has common sense realized that was fake and phony. You ain't gonna say, first of all, Tamar just threw shade at K. Michelle Subliminity just last fucking week. Or the week before last. So now all of a sudden they best friends? Oh, y'all really buy that? Miss me with the bullshit.
Maybe Patti LaBelle wanted them to get together. That's the only way I can see it happening. Because Patti LaBelle was recently on that show, on The Real. So I don't know.
And then on top of that, that whole song choice, if only you knew how much I do love and need, I do need you. How? Y'all don't even like each other. Now all of a sudden y'all love and need each other? Like, that song choice didn't even make sense to me. When they first started singing it. Yeah, when they first started singing it, I'm like, wait, this don't even sound like a correct song, you know. Y'all would have been better off singing, "You Are My Friend."
Yes, bitch.
I never knew.
I'll let me know singing that man.
What?
You are my friend.
You let me sing it. Oh, you don't know words?
Oh, bitch, I know you know words.
Yeah, that's my grandmother. I loved how when Patti came out, my whole Twitter timeline went off. Your grandmother! I said, yes, bitch! That's my grandmother, okay? Beyonce's mother and Patti is grandmother. Okay? I love all the old girls. I love all the old girls. But baby, go to YouTube and look at some of that old Patti shit. And I'm not even talking about when she was with the old group. I can't think of the name.
Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells?
No, not even them. The
LaBelle?
Yeah, I'm not with them. I'm not even talking about when she was with them. I'm talking about like in the 80s when she was doing her own thing.
New
live
Attitude.
performance. And yeah, but I'm not talking about songs like that. I'm talking about live performances when she was just doing different. Patti LaBelle is that bitch vocally. Okay? Yeah. What? That's why she's my
There's no denying. And you notice all of these older stars, their voices are still intact.
Okay? Let me tell you something.
The ones that got it together.
A lot of y'all, y'all listen to what we say, and y'all went to go look at Patti LaBelle and Fantasia's tribute to her. I need y'all to go to YouTube, and there is a video called it's a live performance. Patti LaBelle, Old People, and it's live from when she was at they were doing the 100th anniversary in 1986 for the Statue of Liberty, and she was at this big stadium in New York, and she sang "Old People," and she had this big choir on stage. Where when I tell you she killed that vote, she had the Statue of Liberty here because remember that's the time when she was running all that goofy shit on her head. What? Patti LaBelle. And then there's a song that she did. Oh, I tried to find it. I used to watch this all the time. She did this tribute to Elizabeth Taylor for Elizabeth Taylor's, I think it was like her 65th birthday. And she sang, I'm not gonna shut up until I think of. She sang, oh yeah, but it's that Joe Cocker song.
About your ex Siri.
Oh God, I know what it is, y'all.
Tribute to who you name? You just said
Elizabeth Taylor. It was for her birthday, and she sang. Because this is a good performance too. She kills that too. I know some of y'all like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you gotta go watch that. Because let me tell you something. Watch when I see the song, I'm gonna be like, yep. You are so beautiful. She said, you are so beautiful. Michael Jackson was sitting next to Elizabeth Taylor. Oh my God. When she did a tribute to Frank Sinatra at his birthday. Oh my God. Patti LaBelle is the truth. All for Patti LaBelle. Shout out to her. But yeah, I'm not buying this K. Michelle Tamar makeup thing. I'm just not really buying it. No. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that noticed the awkward stage presence between the two of them.
The body language was off. And then the apology. Yeah. Like, K. Michelle was in the back.
K. Michelle wasn't even on stage.
I want to apologize
when she apologized to her.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? She's not even on stage. Wait until she gets on stage.
K. Michelle didn't even introduce Tamar to the stage.
No.
It was just way off.
Way off. Way off.
Way off. See, that's why we need to do the production for next year.
Right.
We will get it right.
Because how you going to apologize to somebody they're not even on stage? She probably wasn't even in the building.
Mm-hmm. And K. Michelle didn't say, "I accept your apology."
No, nothing like that.
They didn't
and like you said, she didn't even introduce Tamar. She just walked on stage and Tamar came in. K. Michelle was backstage getting dressed and she said, "Kay, I just want to apologize." You like, well, who's she talking to? Because he's right here.
Yeah. You know. So yeah. They got wait. I didn't talk about Big Sean's performance, but I enjoyed that.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed it. Tori Kelly. Y'all gotta get her album. The girl got it. Mm-hmm. She has it. The Music Matters Showcase. BET. Stop showcasing these people for 30 seconds.
Exactly.
They sound better than half the people on the fucking stage.
Kevin, I would say, because the guy and the girl that they show, I don't know how many Music Matters people did they shoot.
Two.
Both of them were amazing, especially the girl, because she reminded me like a little black Amy Winehouse with her vocals and her look. Mm-hmm. She sounded so good. I hate the fact that they showed them, like you said, for about a good 30 seconds, and then no, have them be a part of the fucking show, okay? Mm-hmm. Have them be like that filler.
Yes.
Have them be a filler performance, okay? Come on, like 3.5 hours, you can use them. They are amazing. They're always amazing, always. And like you said, some of them are always better than the actual performers. Mm-hmm. One of that girl could have took Alicia Keys in the Weekend spot. She could have, because I don't even know what's going on.
Oh my God. I'm not going there.
I didn't know. But then go ahead.
The Janet tribute.
So the Janet tribute. You want to go or am I going to? No, you already did it.
I did it, but let me say something.
Wait, no, can I say something first? Because you did enough saying. So wait until I'm done. Just wait until I'm done. You had a whole video yesterday.
Oh, bitch.
Because I feel as though, but I feel as though what you're going to say is probably going to be best suited for after what I say.
Okay, got it.
Got it. So, The BET Awards, I loved it. Now, at some point, because I was on this whole high from the Bad Boys reunion, I literally almost forgot about the Janet tribute. It wasn't in the shade, but it was just like, this show is so good that you like, oh my God, they about to do a Janet. I forgot that they're doing a Janet tribute, and this is going to be even better. Like, this is just what's up. So the Janet tribute comes, you know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they come out. I'll pass on them. They came out and they did what they said, what they had to say, and then the tribute started. It started with, what's her name, Tasha or Tanasia? I can't.
Did you maybe Tanasha?
Tanasha. It started with her. Good job. Then Jason Derulo did his thing. I was kind of shocked at why they picked Tanasia and Jason Derulo, but I didn't even know Jason Derulo knew how to dance. But anyway, he did a really good job too. Then Ciara comes out. For a split few seconds, I thought Ciara was Janet.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she had the look down pat. Shout out to Ciara, because you did that. I just wish that Ciara would have done the whole tribute by herself. Because even though Tanasia and Jason Derulo did a good job, Ciara could have really, really owned that tribute just by herself. You ain't need nobody else up there with her. You really didn't, in my personal opinion. You didn't. Ciara did an amazing job, and she really embodied Janet. That's why I believe that Ciara was the best person. I had to let a Beyonce fan know the other day. You know, I love Beyonce, but sometimes you gotta keep it the fuck real. Beyonce, she can do her thing. But when it comes to Beyonce and Janet, you can't say, well, when it comes to Beyonce and Ciara doing a Janet tribute, you can't say, oh, I'm going to pick Beyonce over Ciara to do a Janet tribute. No, it just don't even, you know, Beyonce's vocals is not even, it wouldn't even sound right. Even if Ciara did sing, it just wouldn't sound right, because it would sound like Beyonce was just singing a Beyonce song, but just a Janet song. Like, it just wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have made sense at all. Shout out to you, Ciara. She did a great, great job. Now, when Janet's new song started playing, I'm like, okay. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? I really wasn't feeling that particular song for that particular tribute after we done watched Ciara kill the stage, and then this song was like, it's a dancey song, but it was kind of mellow to me. I'm thinking like, no, Janet, come out and slay something else, like perform something else. But then all of a sudden the camera pan over, you know, after you hear the audience scream, and she's walking like, hi, 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 and I'm like, wait.
You're not performing.
You not performing? And then, you know, I'm thinking like, because I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. I thought, because I had no idea that they were honoring Smokey Robinson, I thought that Ultimate Icon dance thing was going to be kind of like that, how you honor them and then they turn around and start performing. I thought, okay, well, maybe she's going to run off, go to the stage and, you know, get changed and perform. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, wait.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I wish that she would have performed.
Because you know what? The BET done made up this whole award specifically for you. They made up this award for you, the Ultimate Dance Icon Award. You know, it's like, Janet, get the fuck... And then she looked amazing. Like, if she would have come out with Ciara, I probably would have became a Janet fan. Okay?
I'm still waiting for that moment. I think... Y'all know how I feel about it.
What? About what?
Janet needs to give Ciara that moment.
She does.
I think that...
She does. She does.
I get chills thinking about it. Because when it actually happens, people are going to be talking about that for a long time. It's going to be talked about for a long time. Because she is the only person, like ever since Aaliyah passed, to me, that Ciara, like, that bitch got it. Now, I'm not saying she's the next Janet Jackson, no.
Right, no. But you're saying she embodies Janet more than any other artist. Yes. I agree. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't really see Aaliyah embodying Janet. That's just my personal opinion, okay? I know how you like to say for me, I just didn't see that. I didn't see that. Ciara had it down pat to me. She just had it down.
But you know, you had some people, oh, but she didn't move quite like Janet.
Oh, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Let me tell you something.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. I didn't even notice this. Somebody left a comment and I had to go back. Somebody said, yes, Ciara, for that Janet Stanky leg when she came out and she did some, I think it was Rhythm Nation, and she did like this little dance move, and I was like, bitch, yes, Janet is known for doing that dumb shit with the leg, but you know she does it. Ciara had it all down pat. Like, how can you deny that? She had,
from the hand movement to this, I said, bitch, you picked up everything. everything.
I thought in the beginning that Ciara was Janet.
Yes,
because I'm
she
thinking
looked just
wait,
like
is that really her or no? Ciara had that shit down pat. And I agree with you. She needs to give her that chance because Ciara is the only one out here that you can really see that. And I think each legend out there feels as though that they have that one artist that embodies them. Like for instance, I don't know how Janet feels about Ciara, but we all think that Ciara is the, embodies Janet. A lot of people at one point thought that Keisha Cole's was like the new Mary J. Blige because they were so similar. Just like Patti LaBelle loves Fantasia. Patti LaBelle feels as though Fantasia is her. It's her incarnation. That's her. Aretha Franklin loves Jennifer Hudson. She just loves Jennifer fucking Hudson. And then you had Tina Turner and Beyonce. And when Tina Turner came out with Beyonce, for years people were saying like, Beyonce, she kind of reminds you of Tina Turner. That's what a lot of older folks were saying. And then to see Tina Turner and Beyonce perform together, it was like, wow, this is amazing. Janet, you really need to do that with Ciara. If you make a DVD for this tour, you need to have Ciara come out and y'all perform together. That would be fucking amazing.
So I say Grammys.
And maybe that would give a boost to Ciara's,
Yeah, Grammys 2016, let's make it the fuck happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it, MTV Awards is too soon.
Yeah. Yeah, you need that shit to
Grammys.
Right. Yeah.
Where everybody's watching. I hope 6 months from now y'all be like, bitch, y'all called it. Yep. Y'all fucking called it.
Grammys 2016. Grammys 2016, Janet and Ciara need to be performing side by side. And hopefully Janet was backstage watching Ciara and saying, bitch, I'm going to get you. Because let me tell you something. Tina Turner sat up there in 2005 at the Kennedy Center Honors and said, well, she said when she was on Oprah a few years later, she said that she was on retirement when she did the Grammys with Beyonce, but she said that when she was asked to do it, she came out of retirement to do it because she watched Beyonce perform for her at the Kennedy Center Honors, and she said, I felt as though Beyonce was so close to me, I felt as though I was watching me, that I couldn't deny the fact of coming on there and performing with her, because, she really did a good job doing me. Janet, hopefully you felt the same way watching Ciara last night. That would be amazing. Yes. And don't do those love songs and all that bullshit. No. Do that old great shit, that Rhythm Nation and all that shit. Do that, okay? Because neither one of y'all don't need to be up there singing nothing, okay? No! I don't mean it like that. I just mean y'all need to be up there dancing, okay? Somebody said it best. I'm going to show you what they said. It's a little shady what they said, and I agree.
That they all knew not to sing Janet's song?
No, not that. What did they say? Oh, I thought I saved it in my phone. Well, basically, somebody said Ciara knew exactly what she was doing. Ciara did I think it was on Twitter. I think I retweeted it. Because it was the truth. It really was. Oh, shout out to B. Scott too, because B. Scott made sure
he was in that front row.
After I got y'all to get sued y'all, and I want
settlement money.
And I'm gonna buy me a purple ticket.
He didn't even have to buy that.
And Laverne Cox is gonna be my
good girlfriend. Part of the settlement.
She's gonna be a good girl. Yeah, you're gonna be a good girlfriend sitting next to me. Okay. I can't find it, but somebody basically said Ciara did the right thing by going up there and not singing. She did what she was supposed to do.
Dance.
Right. Which was dance. Which she should have did at the BET Awards in 2009 for Michael Jackson, but she didn't. She got up there and sang.
Yes, that was the big disappointment for everybody. But we're not going to talk about that because she redeemed herself last night.
Yes, she did.
She redeemed.
Shout out to Ciara.
Yes.
Shout out to Ciara.
And I wish that the tribute was longer. I wish it was longer.
It was too short.
And somebody said that they wish that Tiana Taylor could have did I Get Lonely. I actually agree with that. Now, I never thought of her to be a part of it, but I think at least one of her R&B songs should be showcased. Like, like how MTV did it. Like, it wasn't just Rhythm Nation, Pleasure Principle, and All Right. Like, they did all the songs. Destiny's Child did Let's Wait a While. Like, they sang songs and they did rock versions of the songs. Like, it would have been cute. Because I think 3 songs, that does not explain why James Jackson is an icon. But you know what? That video package y'all did, y'all showed the world. To those that like to say that she's a flop, fuck y'all. But y'all showed them. So thank you, BET. Thank you guys for watching this new video. We will be back on Friday.
Let me just say something real quick. Okay? 2 things. First, Fetty Wap, you need to start wearing an eye patch, okay? I mean, I understand that you're embracing your eye and your disability, whatever the case may be, but I think that it's more. I think it looks better, appealing if he puts on an eye patch. I don't think that's appealing to walk around.
That's because I jumped several times.
When they showed his picture, because I didn't know his eye was like that. When they showed his picture on the opening of the thing, when they were showing who was performing, they showed his picture. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, I just think he should wear an eye patch. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just wear a black eye patch. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just wear one. 2, I was looking at the Lifetime Achievement recipients for the BET Awards. Shout out to the BET Awards, because you know every year we give y'all a hard way to go. We really do, because some years y'all get it right, some years y'all don't. This year, in my opinion, y'all got it right. 15th anniversary, y'all definitely got it right. I was looking at the Lifetime Achievement recipients, and you know, I was shocked when I saw that Aretha Franklin wasn't among that. You know. And what made me think about her is when they showed her doing the Smokey Robinson tribute, you know. And I went, and then, you know, they're not even going to be honoring her next year. They already have that they're supposed to be honoring the Temptations next year.
Really?
Yeah, which it says, you know, that they're... So I don't know if that's 100% true, but it says the Temptations. But I'm thinking, like, the Queen of Soul, and out of 15 years, they ain't honor her yet? Like, she should have
Diana Ross even got one.
Yes, she does have one. Diana Ross
she got it
in 2007.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry.
I told you, I've been watching ever since. Diana Ross, Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston, they all got Patti LaBelle, they all been honored at the BET Awards for Lifetime Achievement. And no, the BET Awards ain't no Lifetime Achievement Grammy, no. But let's keep it all the way real. I know a lot of people diss the BET Awards, sometimes I may have dissed them in the past too. But let's keep it all the way funky. Besides the Soul Train Awards and those other black awards, the BET Awards is one of the biggest award shows in music. And it's also one of the probably only award show for blacks that blacks actually turn up and watch, because they barely watch the Soul Train Awards. You know, they don't really watch the Essence Awards and all that other stuff.
That's because the big stars
don't go.
Yeah,
they don't go.
So y'all need. Let me put this out. Right. You black artists, you A-list black stars, you guys need to start going to the Soul Train Awards and show Don Cornelius your respect, because he did a lot for black people. Because we couldn't even get on TV.
Let me tell you something. That was going back to what Smokey Robinson was saying in his tribute and in his speech. Humble yourselves. Don't think that you're too good to do this or this thing. You know, thank your fans for getting you to where you are. You know what I mean? Humble yourselves, and that's what a lot of them don't do. And we've been saying this a long time. Y'all need to show up at shows like the Soul Train Awards, because, like you said, if it wasn't for Don Cornelius, half of y'all wouldn't have. Half of those older artists wouldn't have even had a platform, because American Bandstand was mostly for them white folks.
And they were still in their songs.
And they were still in their songs. So yeah, you should support it. But yeah, BET is the only black music awards that people actually turn into to actually watch. So yeah, I think the Lifetime Achievement Award is a big honor for those legends. And I think that Aretha Franklin is long overdue. Like, that's the Queen of Soul. Yeah. Like, why
you know what I meant to say? Rihanna. I mean, it's cute that you finally show up to a BET Award show. Like, I don't ever remember her performing, and if she did perform, then I don't remember it. It's not memorable.
I thought she performed that one year when the situation with her, right before her and Chris Brown got into it. Because Chris Brown was in the front row. I know it was. It was like in 2008. Because I remember her having a short haircut, and her and Chris Brown was a couple. Watch I find this. It may have been, but watch I find. You know what? I think it was. Watch I find this.
That's a long ass time, but I'm gonna go here while you
go ahead, keep talking.
I just think that Rihanna, it's cute that you there and you tying people up and everything, but don't ever come on an award show to show a 30-second Instagram clip of a fucking video that you could have posted on Instagram.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right.
If anything, you should have had the video debut during the BET red carpet. It didn't make sense to...
Or debut right before the show.
Yeah. It didn't make sense to do it on the BET Awards as a preview to get people to watch on
That's how BET
Nobody
was
cares. It's fucking
Then they got her to come and have her sit throughout the whole show, because they said, "Bitch, no, we ain't gonna show you right away."
She could have performed, bitch. Better have my money.
Oh, but then I found it. Told you it was 2008. Take a bow.
Yeah, that's a long ass.
Yeah,
7 years.
Yeah, that's
all those hits
together. I remember, because I told you before, I watched every single BET Awards. And that was when her and Chris Brown was still together. Because I remember he was sitting front row and they smiled at each other, this, that, and the third.
That's when Ciara got on Chris Brown for Take You Down.
Oh, that was that year? Yep, it sure was.
2008. That's a long time. So listen.
Shout out to BET Awards for just these memorable performances. Like, BET, you really are stepping up with, and y'all in a bigger venue now at the Microsoft Theater. I guess y'all getting them coins, because you know y'all started out in Vegas, and then y'all went to the Kodak Theater, and then y'all moved to the Shrine Auditorium. Now y'all in the Nokia Theater, much bigger venue. So shout out to y'all, and shout out to the Scorpion Show's very own DJ Kid Rock, because he was DJing right there on the red carpet at the at the BET Experience, and I saw him on TV at the BET Awards. He was in the audience.
So shout out to you, DJ Kid Rock.
Yes.
Won.
Okay.
Yes, he's kind of over that we don't have him as a DJ for this year, but there's always next year.
There's always next year. And let me tell you something. I always make sure I recommend him. Like I just recommended him for my coworker's wedding, and he gave her an excellent price. So shout out to DJ Kid 1. You are doing, and I texted him and I was like, I saw you on TV. That is what's up. We need, you know what? I saw one of my followers, he posted an Instagram video. I think you know him too, he's in LA. The light-skinned guy, I can't think of his name, but he was sitting next to Eva Pickford. I think you can buy tickets to the BET Awards if I'm not mistaken.
Probably for this top part.
Well, I don't know, because this big, I mean, you know. Because it ain't all celebrities that's sitting on the floor. I mean, probably not close up, but, you know. We're going to look into that. I need to look at it, because I wouldn't mind going to the BET Awards. I really would.
Yeah, because I can't be on the red carpet part and not be in the show. Like, I don't see how y'all be out there and then...
No, they do come to the show.
It's a 3-hour delay. No, the people that's on the red carpet, not the celebrities, I'm talking about the fans. Like, the show's going on.
The fans. Well, you never know. They may let some fans come in. You know what I mean?
They might let some again, it's on a delay on the East West. Do they show on the West? I don't even know if they show it.
Oh yeah, like it's not live. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, because remember the Grammys, when we was out there that one year, the Grammys wasn't on in the West Coast. And remember, because we had to watch it on the internet.
Y'all be missing everything on the West Coast. Like y'all missing when Twitter pop. Y'all get spoilers and everything. Yes, and make sure y'all watch that Wayward Pines, and make sure y'all watch the Have Not.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I just, like you said, it was raining all day Saturday, so I had nothing to do but stay in the house. In my own bed this time. No, I'm joking. I wish I did have another bed to go to right now. I watched the whole first season of Power, and then I watched 2 episodes of season 2. I love it. Okay, I'm trying to get Kevin to get on Power because he said he doesn't watch it or whatever the case may be. But please, can y'all convince him that that show is the must-watch show? I watched every single episode back to back of the first season. That by 3 o'clock in the morning, I was done the first season, and I was just like, and y'all know I'm always in bed early. Then I got up the next morning and went to church.
I might check it out.
Yeah, it's really
it's only
good.
what, 6 episodes for each season?
No, I think it's 8 episodes for the first season, and then this season just started, so they don't. I think it's like 4 episodes this season.
Yeah, so I guess after Power, it's Survivor's Remorse, and that's my show that I'm waiting for season 2 of. But I'm going to get into Power.
Power's right. And shout out to Omari Hardwick, because he is one man in Power, and he knows how to wear a suit. And not only that, he is an actor that, you know, you would see him in like stuff like Tyler Perry movies and stuff like, never with a really big role, but this role he owns. And I love the fact that he's the star of this show, you know, because he really wasn't a big star before Power. Like, you know, he did some movies and stuff, but this is his. And shout out to 50 Cent, because let me tell you something, 50 Cent, you are in Power. You're in this show. Your character, I was talking to one of my coworkers today at work, and she was like, you know what, 50 Cent character is not even like he's acting, it's like he's being him. And it's true, like 50 Cent is almost like he's playing himself. But 50 Cent, you did such a brilliant job with this show that I'm like, I can't wait until season 3. Like, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen, because you really outdid yourself. Like,
so is it only going, this is on the what, the 4th episode?
I think it's on the 4th episode of season 2.
Okay.
I love it.
That's a whole lot of catching up.
I really love it. I was, let me tell you something, Kevin. I thought I was just going to watch one episode. When I tell you every time it went off, okay, next one. Next one. You know why? Because I'm sure those of you who watch Power will agree with me. The first season, you like, I have to watch the next episode, because this episode was so fucking good that you like, I need to see what the fuck's going to happen, because shit ain't, you know, you just don't do shit like that. And then when shit started getting real good, when that guy, you know, called out, I'm not gonna say it. Well, no, I'm gonna say it, but I'm not gonna tell you who said what.
I cover my ears.
When that guy called out Ghost,
I can't hear. Go ahead.
as our house, remember that he was like Ghost, and then like, you know, and then when him say Ghost, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I was like, bitch. Come on. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, when you do that, you really can't hear nothing.
No, you really can't. I know you can't. But yeah, please, y'all convince Kevin to please watch Power? Like, it's really a good show. It really is. I like it.
Well, I got my hands in the have-nots on Tuesdays. Maybe I'll watch Power on Wednesdays, because nothing comes on Wednesday in the summertime. So, I don't know. So yeah, well, now we're officially done for
Yes,
today.
because I'm ready to go.
Thank y'all for watching. Leave your comments, like this video, share this video, do everything. Donate to the Scorpion Show and Sweet Addictions TV, The Blackout. If you have yet to donate, please click that link in the donation bar to donate. And if you haven't booked your hotel room, actually I booked my hotel room this weekend. If you haven't booked your hotel room, the link is inside the more info box. If you need a hotel, you can stay at the Holiday Inn near the airport for $116 a night. Click on that link to book your room, and we will see y'all in Atlanta in September. But we'll see you on a new video on Friday, right before, what's it? It's 4th of July. So we don't have to take a day off because it's a couple days before. But yeah, we gotta go. Have a good week. Peace.
Bye.
See y'all on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.